Guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make stuffed peppers, and I bought 4 peppers and I cut them in half. You can see I started out with 2 right here that I cut lengthwise instead of in half, and I just didn't like the look, so the rest of them are cut in half. Cleaned them out and put them in this 9x13 dish, and I've got about 1/4 inch of water in here. I'm going to cover these real good, very tightly with aluminum foil, I think. And I'm going to put them in the oven for 20 minutes at 425 degrees. After that, I'll bring them back out. And
okay, we'll see
while
what
the
they look
peppers
like.
are in the oven, they've still got about 10 minutes. I cooked a box of rice-a-roni, and they have a lot of different flavors, and what I chose to use was the chicken fajita. And I also browned up a pound of hamburger meat, which I have right over here in another pan. And I'm going to add these two together. So for the rice-a-roni, it's a little over a 6-ounce box. Just follow the directions on the box. And this is just plain hamburger. I haven't added a thing to it. Did nothing but brown it. Leaving as much grease in the pan as I can while I put it in this rice. And I'm going to get those two mixed together. Just like that. Now, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of cheese. I chose sharp cheddar, that's my favorite. I have a 2-cup bag. I'm going to reserve a cup. I'll add this cheese in now. I've got the burner on low. And then I'm going to taste it because I just want to be sure that it has enough flavor in it. Alright. I think that's 1.5 cups right there. And I'm going to get the cheese incorporated. And that's a great thing about stuffed peppers. You don't have to use plain white rice. You can use any type of rice you want to, any flavored rice, and add to it, and it just makes a better pepper. Unless you like just plain. In fact, that's all I've ever had. And I just chose to be a little different today. Alright, now I'm going to give it a little taste here. Ooh, it looks good though. You have to use a big saucepan. Now, for a southwestern flavor, you can add, excuse me, cilantro and lime. You can add flavored paprika. There's all types of things you can add to this. And I'm going to add a little lime juice. Whoop, that's going to enhance the flavor of this stuff. That was probably about a tablespoon. Let's stir it in. I got my garlic powder out, just in case I think it needs some garlic. Alright, this is ready to go. Well, let me taste it. Taste as you go, folks. Sometimes I forget and I'm so disappointed when I get through. And you know, I'm just a home cook. When I make mistakes, you know it. I don't try to clean this up. I'm not a professional, and I don't claim to be. I don't claim to be. I just sharing some things with all of you. So if I mess up, or the recipe messes up, I don't mind letting you see that. I'm not trying to do everything to perfection. Well, I'd like to, but sometimes it just doesn't turn out. Alright, here we go. I wouldn't add a thing. Alright, I've got this on very, very low heat. I'm going to put the top back on, wait for those peppers to get done, and then we'll be back. Okay, my peppers are done. I actually left them in my oven 30 minutes. I don't know if it's because this plate here doesn't have much of a lip on it, but they just didn't get done enough for me. So I'm pulling them out, but I'm not going to empty out this water. And don't turn off your oven because they're going back in. I'm just draining them now on a paper towel. Here we go. Alright, maybe I'm going to drain a little bit of this water off. I don't think it needs it now. There we go. I just left just ever so little in there. Now I'm going to put the peppers back in, but I'm going to put them in, right side up. And the rice-a-roni that I made earlier, I'm going to stuff in these peppers, which I have right here. Now if you want to add other things to this, you can. I tasted my mixture, my rice-a-roni mixture, after I put the lime in, and I loved it. So, I mean, it's up to you whether you add anything else. Alright. Get this over here where you can see it. Hopefully. You can't see it. Well, let's see. There you go. Just take the top off. Now I've got a smaller spoon right here, and I'm just going to start filling these hot peppers. I'm going to fill them up. You see? Yeah. Won't take but a minute. Don't turn off your oven. Leave it on 425. You're going to put these right back in. Ooh, don't forget that pan's hot. Your dish is hot. Every other time I've fixed stuffed peppers, I always had tomatoes of some kind. But this time not. So it certainly looks good though. Let's see, can I get you down here? Now these peppers, they just steamed. I let them steam till they were pliable. And it's just a whole lot faster than trying to cook a raw pepper with your stuff inside. Alright, that took care of all the rice roni and hamburger, or ground beef I should say. It took care of all of it. Now I'm just going to take the cup of cheese that I reserved, and I'm going to sprinkle it back on top. And then we're going to put it back in the oven for 5 minutes or until the cheese melts. Whichever comes first. So when we get to that point, I just pulled my peppers out of the oven. The cheese is melted. And it's ready to go on a plate. Now the last 5 minutes, you do not cover this. You put the plate, the bowl, dish back in uncovered. So I've got a plate here. I'm going to put one of these peppers on it. This big one right here. And Sam, are you ready to taste this?
Certainly.
So come on over here and taste it. Give me your thoughts. Tell me if you think it needs any salt or pepper. I didn't add a bit.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah. It is. A little bit different. It's not the natural, the normal stuffed pepper. It's fajita flavored.
Best stuffed bell pepper I've ever eaten.
Oh, Sam.
Well, it is. I mean, what do you want me to say? I'm telling the truth. If they like stuffed bell pepper, they'll love this. I've never had one with cheese on it, but I love the cheese on it.
All right, guys. Give this recipe a try, because I know you're going to like it. I tasted the rice and stuff before I put it in the peppers, and it's excellent. And it's such a quick way of cooking your peppers too. So give it a try. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. And please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for coming back in and spending part of your day with me. Until next time, you take care.